Welcome back to Limbus Company, Canto 5. Last time Ishmael got us into a little bit of trouble with pirates that we were probably going to need to deal with either way. This time we're going to be continuing by reaching the headquarters of the pirates, a strange club. Although the first thing, something that completely slipped my mind to check, we don't get any egos yet. The thing is, I can still check the rarities of the egos. Like, you see this effervescent corrosion, this one's Teth. And I believe that's Hong Lu's. And at 40, this is 9-2, and this is also a Teth. I want to say that's Faust, I can't tell. I really need to get a better look somehow. You're at 55, a he. So one of these, the 9-2s, is a he, and the other one's a Teth. And then if we go to 70, this one's also Teth. So both effervescent corrosions are Teths, which sure does mean Hong Lu gets his third Teth ego, and Rodion's Teth ego is going to be fighting with Rhymeshank. So hopefully effervescent corrosion is good enough to warrant, replacing Rhymeshank. And then if we go all the way to 110, I believe. Yeah, 110's a banner. What is it then? Was it 100 and I just skipped over it? Or is it before 100? Is 95? Or was it 90? Okay, it's 90, God. Blind Corrosion, this is Ryoshu's. This is a Teth. That means we're getting a lot of Teths. And of course, the very end, Evolve Blind Obsession for Ishmael. The nose angel is unfortunate, but that makes enough sense. But anyway, back to it. Also, there's a strange black box covering the little, thing here. I don't know if that's intentional. It might be. And it's probably intentional to signify, a gap. It looks strange, though. But, it's not really a cutoff. It's more so, it fades out, fades back in. Alright, the club. Maybe not everyone felt a sense of unity, a sense of belonging from this group. We headed to the boss's location that Ishmael threatened out of the kidnappers. Gonna keep on running with this team. I like this team. Sure, we've got to deal with Ishmael, who's gonna be a little annoying. That's fine. The location, as marked by the pirate's blood, led us to the entrance of a club. Faint music could be heard echoing out from behind the doors. This is a classic, trope. Oh, it's a club. That's where the evil, the mafia type gang is hiding. So, this is the place. Any of us been to a loud, flamboyant, deluxe dance club like this before? Well, if I had to guess, my bet would be on you. Oh, come on. A flashy bar like this at my back streets. I doubt it would have had much business back there, People would sometimes host secret backstreets parties, but Sonia somehow always caught on. So, why are we talking about this? Sonia mentioned also, it's been a little bit since he's been relevant. Who knows, he might become relevant later on. We still have no idea what Ahab's allegiance is. Don't you see, Dante? Bouncers at the gate. Welcome. How many do you have with you today? U-Corp guest. I think it's just supposed to be some random NPC. I don't think it's actually someone for U-Corp. I just think it's because they're in U-Corp, maybe? I don't know. It's a very funny-looking appearance. Come on, man. Don't you remember me? I'm on the list. My apologies. Please enter. Look. They're checking something with the guests before letting them in. We gotta squeeze in there all smooth somehow. Well, since Rhodio's out, next to the line is Hong Lu. Huh? What, me? The hell are you blathering about? I'll smash your skull in. I'd take that as a compliment if I were you, Heath. Should I? Sorry to disappoint, but my syndicate was less about music and dance and more about blood, loyalty, things like that. Makes sense. That's good to know that his syndicate wasn't interested in pianists.
아쉽지만 저런 삐까뻔쩍한 곳보다는 허름한 탁자에서 마시던 낡은 술집이
He's British, of course he loves the pub. I'm more of a small watering hole or an old pub bloke than a fancy clubber. Getting sloshed, drinking from old rickety tables. Yeah, that's more like it.
나
Me.
음악과 함께 울려 퍼지는 비명들, 피범벅 벽지, 꺾여 있는 관절로 춤을
Music, screams of fear and pain. Deluxe, walls painted red with blood. Dance, people with crushed joints forced to dance.
그런 거는 클럽이 아니야.
Yeah, that's not a club.
역시 아무도 없는
Well,
건가?
I can't think of anyone else then.
가보았다.
Oh. I've been to such a club. That makes sense, honestly. He's like French. It's a little bit of a strange connection to make, but like it's a vague
다소, 자주.
quite often. Huh? Are we gonna get Mersal lore, or is you just gonna end it at that? You're joking. You gotta be joshing. You gotta be pulling our legs, Mersal.
왜 그렇게 생각하는지 모르겠군.
I am not. I fail to see why it's difficult for you to accept.
인생에서 즐길 거리를 찾으러 돌아다닐 무렵에 방문한 곳 중 하나일 뿐이다.
It was merely one of the places I visited when I used to wander in search of life's joys. Love Mercer. You need some help, buddy. You do.
저 클럽의 절차를 관찰해 보니 프라이빗 클럽으로 보인다. 프라이빗 클럽은 방문하기 전 입구에 서 있는 문지기들의 허가를 받아야 입장이 가능하다.
Cursory observation of their procedures reveals that it is, in fact, a private club. As a general rule, visitors must receive the bouncer's permission prior to entry. Yeah, it makes sense Honglu wouldn't know this. He probably wouldn't be allowed to go to such a club. It would probably be beneath him.
대체로 평균 이상의 덩치를 소유하고 있었으며 무기 또한 소유하고 있다.
Most bouncers are of above average mass and are likely to be armed. Also, those bouncers are just pirates. I'm kind of skipping over that part. The elements to getting past the bouncers are...
일반적인 클럽이라면 그게 맞는 말이겠지만.
You'd be right if this was just any other club.
이스?
Is she? Ishmael walked past us and up to the club entrance. Oh.
이곳은 조직의 보스가 있는 공간. 당연히 일반적이지 않은 방식으로 입장하지 않는 방식도 있을 테고.
This is home to a leader of a syndicate. The question you should be asking is, what are the other ways of entering this establishment?
조직원에게 있겠죠.
And I'm sure the answer lies with the syndicate member.
단순하지 않나요?
Easy enough, right?
어떻게 오셨죠?
What brings you here, if I may ask?
저는
Huh?
저는
Oh...
친구예요.
I'm Weequeg's friend.
네가 뭐라고?
Your whose friend?
퀴그.
Weequeg.
이름을 알고
You
있겠죠.
recognized that name, didn't you? At the mere mention of that name, the bouncer's expression changed from that of indifference to disbelief. Wait. I don't know why they're like saying it as if it swears when it's just muffled. The bouncer whispered something into the radio. Is he really going to let us in?
당신이 정말 키킥을 친구라는 건가?
Are you truly a friend of this Queequeg?
그렇다면요.
What if I am? Oh, I should probably look up how you pronounce Queequeg. Queequeg pronunciation.
Queequeg.
Queequeg. Okay, I'm mostly getting it. Queequeg.
지금 어디지?
Where is Queequeg?
보스께서 물어보신다.
It's the boss asking.
그러니까 당신들 보스가
Right.
지금 이 안에 있다는
So your
거네요.
boss is in the club, huh?
다시 한번 묻는다. 키킥은
I ask again, where is Queek?
우리 쌍갈고리가 향하는 중. 다시 말한다. 우리 쌍갈고리가
The Twin Oaks are on our way. I repeat, we are... I thought we were trying to sneak in.
아니요. 이
No.
안에 조직의 보스가 있는지 확인할 방법.
I just wanted to know if their boss was home. We should be able to get all the intel we want from them. Okay. Alright, we still don't know about Queequeg. That's worrying. Okay, slightly different music, still something we've heard before.
최후의 혈구 하나만
Amongst us.
남아있다면
Okay, you're really providing a lot of helpful advice for us, he's saying. Bandana, mustachios, so yeah, more of the same. 2 waves, once again, your sanity's insane, once again. Sandy's insane. Don't really think that's how you're supposed to phrase that, but you know, close enough. Ugh. Bad clashes. Bad clashes. As per usual, that's how the first turn's gonna go. I wonder which Ishmael identity benefits the most from negative 25 sanity but 3 strength. I mean, it synergizes well with, like, Reindeer, the fact Reindeer already loses sanity in exchange for strength. Well, the past works a little differently now, but, you know, it's similar enough. Okay, you can double unilateral business, that's nice. You can shove again, that's also nice. And you can, like, rampage and, like, ready to crush, something like that, that'll work. Well enough. I'm surprised Faust actually won that. Like, that's like the really shocking thing about that, because Faust was unlikely to win that clash, and she did. Good turn then, good turn. You got a lot of count, that's good. Could have you shoot someone, or we could just wait. Waiting's probably the better choice. Let's see, you need more poise count if possible, so we go for that. This should work well, yeah. Okay. These things resist it, but you're not going to resist the second one, although that's a tails, unfortunate. Okay. Decent. Your poise is actually looking pretty good. You're in a great spot to shoot someone. Although I'm probably just going to wait on it until next phase once again. We can have him, like, do it, like, first thing next phase. Do we want you to shoot? Might as well. You're probably not going to have to spend the ammo. You can try attacking. You might not get the chance to, though. These guys are not going to be living too hard. Come on, crit. I think she actually did crit with what I wanted her to crit with, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, down it goes. Nice. They're still low leveled, so we don't gain sanity from it. That's fine. Gregor gets some attacks off on this guy. Oh, that's nice. You get to use a skill. There we go. Some pretty good poise stuff going on for you. And anything... Oh, yep, there's special ones now. The Agile Twin Oaks Pirate. They've just been doing, like, bleed, stuff like that. Some poise synergy. What are these ones so special for? If target does bleed, reduce SP equal to bleed on target. Okay. And as far as skills go, like, it's... 4 fragile scare. What does it do? Ooh, that's funny. Copies the target's 1 to 3 skill coin power and coin count, uses them as its own. And it's a 6 plus 8. We need to be careful about that. That is very funny. Pinocchio. Bro thinks he's Pinocchio. Okay, whoever's clashing against that is gonna need to be a little careful. We'll see. Okay, we can shoot this guy. That'll be nice. Oh, we can actually shoot this guy. That's cool. Risky judgment. Honestly, what if we just defend against looting, then? I'm gonna try defend against, see how well it goes. We're probably not gonna evade it, because, you know, you're insane still. Using both gunshots. Let's see how well that works. Your poison, great. That's fine. I assume looting's just going to be a single coin attack if it's defended against, which really seems like such a smarter choice than actually bothering with it. Okay, well, we're shooting you. We're doing a lot of damage to you. We've got guaranteed crits. Yeah, God. That is a fun skill 3. Both as far as animation goes and as far as, you know, effect goes. You're out of crit now, unfortunately. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that was still a strong attack, but that's more so just because she was weak to it. You're going for looting again. Okay. Gregor's going to clash against that with, like, a weak skill, though, so, like, it's probably going to be fine. You're going to get this kill, then you can shoot. You'll shoot the next guy, then that'll work. This is going against the looting, so I'm fine with it losing. If it loses the clash, honestly, him stealing it's, like, a weaker... No, it's not a weaker attack. Just defend. Doesn't really seem to be a reason to ever, like, actually use anything against looting. It just seems too risky. So we go for this. Also need to remember, I can, like, freely use egos in normal fights. Like, my resources don't get carried over. My sanity at the end of fights doesn't matter. Gregor's gonna shoot this guy. Nice. Yeah, a lot more damage than it had any need to actually do. But, you know, more coin count next turn is good. Or more coin power next turn. That's good for us. Risky judgment, this guy. Stagger, nice. And did he die? Yep, he dies. Nice. Okay, yep, Gregor can dodge that pretty easily. Ishmael Sandy's still not great. Let's see, what do we have to finish this off with? You ran out of poise, I was expecting as much. He got as much benefit from poise as possible. Poise kind of has suffering later on. This guy's not living, though. He's not going for looting, so he's just going for normal bleedish attacks. Triggering Dawn's passive on Bungalow. I think it's because it's like fastest person does something. We're also triggering Heathcliff's. I know Heathcliff's is Fierce power up, I think, to the fastest person, something like that. That's cool. Support passives aren't really something I pay much attention to usually, even though there are some good ones. They're just mostly pretty minor. There we go. Nice. You did a lot. That's to be expected. You had some really good skill 3s go off there. The Club 2. The long-awaited sequel. We're going to be going down, we're going to be heading right. And we're just going to see what exactly we've got going down. Following the kidnapper's directions, we found ourselves at the entrance of the club blaring with music. I wanted to do this quietly, but we broke into a fight pretty much immediately as we tried to talk to the bouncers. We had to find different ways to convince them to let us in.
잘 되었으면 좋겠네요.
Whoa, I can't believe they're letting us in like this. Let's go. I wanted to correct him that the bouncers weren't letting us in, that they were either face down in some ditch or fleeing, and we were just letting ourselves in. But I guess I wasn't in the mood.
몇 명이서 오셨어?
Hey, you here with anyone?
세 명이서 왔습니다.
Yes, I have 12 companions with me.
열?
12? There, get him! Sorry for disturbing you! Oh, there's a DJ here. The famous Marlin dancer. The famous Marlin. It's just called Marlin Port Club. Very original name. Okay, everyone, let us do the famous Marlin dance of our beloved Marlin Port. Arms out, like this. Swing and lock. Swing and lock. Ugh. What's with all this booming bass? The sound waves are vibrating my entire brain matter. I agree with D-Song here. I cannot stand loud music. I've never been to a concert because if I did, I think my brain would explode.
다 앞에서 꺼지세요.
Get out of my way, or you'll all be sorry. Ishmael swung her mace, shattering a nearby table to pieces. And that was more than enough for the clubbers to realize the seriousness of the situation. They quickly ran to the exit and vacated the club. We're going to get club battle music, aren't we? This is going to be funny. No, we're not. It's the same battle music. Alright, that's fine. They're saving the cool new battle music for later. Oh! Yeah, there's like some spotlights occasionally, just shining random things. That's cool. More of the same, more of the same. Alright. Well, we know this song and dance by now. Turn and heal HP equal to shield HP. That's a nice effect. I wish we got more interesting defense. There's not a lot of interesting, like, defense skills, even for, like, tanks and stuff. It's usually never worth it, because, like, it's just kind of mid. I hope we get more interesting stuff like that in the future. Okay, we go for this. Oop. Some clash losses, that's fine. Guys could take some fair damage. You should get staggered? Not quite, unfortunately. As long as this corpsicle of life remains, life is preserved, or whatever he's saying. I'm not reading what he's saying, because like he says the same thing every time. We'll get our announcers in time. a little bit of variety, and I'll probably drop the Sinclair and Rodion ones, honestly. I don't know. I definitely like Gregor. I like Karen. I like... As far as the announcers goes, I think Sinclairs and Rodion's are the weakest of the announcers. I think the other three are pretty good, though. You can double negotiation start. That's not great, but it's fine. It'll give yourself more poise. You're probably gonna start getting low on poise, though. That's the issue. Okay, this works, though. Okay. As long as he doesn't crit with his skill 1, he gains poise count. That's the issue, because he needs to not crit with it. And he's, you know, got a 50% crit chance at this rate. Because the skill 1 also gives him 3 crit potency. I'm calling it crit instead of poise. It's like the same thing. Poise and crit, they're 1-to-1, more or less the same. You need to just defend. I do not want you shooting yet. I'm just gonna have you defend instead of doing anything. It'll replace one of your guns, but like that's fine. And then just a bunch of whatever for everyone else. Ryoshi's gonna get some crit going, some more poise going. Not a lot though. Oh, we went for some awful attacks. Jeez. Alright, well, we kill now. Simple as. No way this guy survives the double heel turn attack, because this one staggers him. And kills him at the same time. We had more, you know, in case they did sort of... Ooh, the big pirates. The tough Twin Oaks pirates. I love these guys' designs. Look at them. They look so jolly. What do they do differently? When gaining protection, gain 1 different protection if the unit's speed is at 1. What's your speed roll? 1 to 3, okay. Target bleed, gain 1 protection on use. Interesting. None of the actual, like, looting ones, though, so that's fine. There should be more, like, stage gimmicks. Like, I feel like these spotlights should do something funny. No clue what, though. Okay, well, we're gonna... No, let's wait on the shooting. Yeah. Inflict some bleed with this. Because we want some bleed on it, so... Because we want to stack up our unjust enrichment a little bit more, I think, before we start shooting. Okay, this'll work. We're not there's one thing we can't clash against, that's how it's gonna be. These things have the same weakness. No, these things are weak to Pierce instead of Blunt, the tanky guys. That's good. We've got a lot more Pierce than we do have Blunt. Yeah, that guy already got staggered. That's good. Gregor's skill 2 failed. That's unfortunate. Gregor also does not have a lot of HP. As to be expected, he's a pirate. They don't need HP, they just need money. They're fueled by it, I think. So no more unjust enrichment for you. You could shoot this guy dead. Kind of feels like overkill though, so you know what? Let's wait a little longer. Let's save your gun for a little bit. You can shoot this guy though, he's a tanky guy. He can take it. We don't want to take it though, we want him to die. Yeah. Ryoshi's is more of, you know, a support crit type thing with her, you know, rupture and tremor. Okay, that's a funny effect to be playing infinitely at the front of the screen. Nice. Good damage. Is this turn where Gregor can shoot someone? Well, it has to be, so you know what, should just do it. Do you have a gun? You do have a gun. Okay. This is the gun turn. We're just gonna shoot them both, and we're actually not gonna be able to use either actual gunfire since it's on the last coin. So just gonna kind of kill them. We didn't even end up getting to use our guns at all that fight, so that's unfortunate. Okay, no cutscene for this. Makes enough sense. The Club 3. Oh. What is this? Why is there green particles down here? What's going on down below? It's been purple up here because, you know, like this. What's going to happen lower level? Well, only one way to find out. Yeah, this is the same description we read before. There's no cutscene to this one, so we just keep on going. Okay.
잘 되었으면
Simple
좋겠네요.
enough. This is the part where we just have to do a bunch of random fights.
가능하면
That's fine.
다치시지 않게 싸우셨으면
Another background.
좋겠어요.
That's cool. More similar to looking stuff. Still cool though. You're here again. Faster. I like how faster like doesn't even give haste or anything. It's just kind of called that. Ugh. That's not good, but like there's not much we can do. But unless we want to defend, you kind of just have to take that. Oh well. Pride resonance? Yeah, we'll go for the pride resonance. That'll probably be decently beneficial for us. Good for getting our sanity up with a few people that do decently here. Ugh. There we go. And get a little bleed on that guy. No bleed count though, so whether or not it actually ends up mattering is going to be hard to say. But it probably won't.
내가 응원하는 게 도움이 되긴 하려나. 힘내긴 해보자고.
You can build up more poise. You can lose your clash, but you're going to gain poise from it, so you know. Fine. That's fine. More unilateral business.
두드려 패고
More
터뜨려 주지.
attacks.
찢어진 톱같이 흐느적거리는구만.
Nice. He stacked a little bit of his thing thanks to getting a crit and getting some poise on the target. That's kind of the main thing about him. Most of his actual, I always forget his name. And he's also, I'm just checking here, unjust enrichment. His best way of gaining it is like his skill 1, getting a crit with the first coin and then hitting the second one. Or something similar with skill 2, because on crit and like bleed. You can like bleed count with a crit on the first coin of the third skill, but that doesn't matter as much. Okay. So we're gonna keep on doing the same. So far this strategy is working fine of just building up the mega gunshot and then second phase just killing people instantly with our guns.
찢어진 톱같이 흐느적거리는구만.
That is not a lot of poise count. Why did you not gain a poise count from that, huh? Should you not have gained 3 poise count from... Oh, it's only on heads for the skill 2. Is that the issue? No, it's on use. You should have more poise count than that, you really think. This is unfortunate. Yeah, he runs out of poise here. You hate to see it. No matter what he does, though, he's going to run out.
구멍을 내.
There's nothing we can do.
빨리 해치우고 그냥 가죠.
타겟 무력.
Yeah, there it is. If we had him do nothing, it wouldn't have helped either. That's just how it goes, I guess.
이리로.
What does Muller Ishmael's self-tremor even do? It's just coin power or something, yeah. Pretty minor. Okay, this time we've got a big guy and a looting guy. And we've got no poise on Gregor. However, he does have a bunch of stacks of his thing. So he can still get plus 100% damage. Won't be quite as impactful. But, like, might as well do 2 of them. No. Do one. No, let's do 2 of them. Sure. Why not? And we are actually clashing everything this turn. That's good. I already forgot what OOF stands for. Something for it. Obliterate. Something forehead? Obliteration of forehead, I think. Something like that. Yeah, shoot that guy for, you know, a little additional damage. Not much, though, yeah. Okay, fine. Shoot this guy, too, for, you know, a little bit of damage as well. A little bit more because he was staggered, but without the poise, that attack just does not hit nearly as much. Whoa. That's a lot of damage on Hong Lu. What just happened? I did not think the tank guys would be doing so much damage. I thought they'd be the tanky ones, but I guess that makes enough sense.
이번에는 공격하실
What did you
수
go
있는 것
for?
같아요.
Oh, you've got a looting of your own.
할 것 같아요.
Don't know why I didn't consider that. Hit me harder. Hit me right here. Even harder. Defend. Okay. They just gain protection. I thought that would be all they have, but no, they've got a looting too, so you need to be a little bit more cautious than I was. Are you killing Honglu by any chance? You are, okay. Don't know why I'm surprised. Actually, we can save him. We just got a snag harpoon. That should be good. No, this one isn't clashing. Faust gets hit. Faust gets staggered now. But we do save Honglu, so it's something. I also didn't really pay attention to what skills we used because I was too focused on saving Honglu, so I didn't manage to poise people too well. That's fine. Yeah, this guy's neutral to blunt. He's blocking it with his bare hands. As you do, really.
하나 가져간다. 유효타 좋아. 계속 집중하지.
혈이 낭자. 이 공격은 꽤 먹히는 것 같아요.
Okay, is it? They're almost all done for. It's just two of them. That guy's got 2 stagger thresholds, super close to each other down there. Interesting. So you're supposed to be able to tremor this guy to like stagger plus him, I suppose. Which makes enough sense.
바람구멍을 내주지.
I really need to pay attention for looting. I keep on forgetting about looting. I don't think he used looting this turn, but if he did, it would be kind of awful. So, need to pay a little more attention, I think. Also, running out of ammo is never happening. It would take 7 uses of the skill 3 to run out of ammo. Like, it's only happening if you have far too many skill slots for Gregor specifically. I really hope it doesn't happen. The first mate. Okay, this is where we're going to be fighting the person who we have the Gregor identity for, it seems. Crashed the club and defeated members of the syndicate that the kidnappers were part of. Hopefully we can learn their boss's location soon. Okay? Keep on running this team. I know it's not a lot of variety, but it's an interesting enough team, and it's working. Oh. Maybe we're not fighting the first mate then. Are we going to fight the first mate without talking to her at all? Seems like that might be the case then. Interesting. Flashman for poise count. That's kind of cool. Right, just do this though. Unilateral business. You should probably not be immediately shooting. I almost missed that part. Matching colors goes first sometimes. I also forgot to check for looting.
방금은 좋지 않았어. 어머, 그럴 수도 있지. 포기하지만 말자고.
I really just don't think enough in normal fights, because I feel like there's just so little you can do in normal fights to impact what happens. Pokes and counters are a lot more interesting for that reason. Okay, get some poise count going. Get some poise count going. We need to be lucky that he doesn't crit. That's what we need to pray for, which is very silly. Or we need him to just lose his clash and get staggered. No. Do not do that, please. Okay. He's got a little bit of poise count now. He can possibly, like, gun an enemy down. Potentially. This isn't great, though. He really needs his other attacks. We're just gonna have him double dodge this turn. Kinda need that to be the case. Otherwise, he runs out of poise here. We gotta hope next turn we can do something decent with him to keep his poise up. I should probably be running the poise team anyway so we can get some poise passives. Oh. Is there any poise support passive that could help us a lot, like Sinclair or Rodion? Like, what are their passives do? Okay, this turn's important. We need to unilateral business, and we desperately need to be specific. And then we're just gonna kill these guys, hopefully. Okay, that's something, I guess. Now he's in the exact same position he just was at, though. Where he cannot build up poise count, and... We also need to kill these guys on under 10 turns if we want to get the EX bonus. That's really not going to matter until later down the line, until the Canto's actually finished. And it's pretty minor amounts of lunacy at this point in the game, though, given how much effort you need to put in. What do we do here? We do this. And if we're lucky, that'll be good enough. Ooh. No, he's gonna be down to 1 poise again. Yeah. It's a constant balancing act. Okay, yeah, we're not actually fighting the first mate here. We're probably just gonna see the first mate in the post-battle dialogue. Makes sense. This is gonna crit on the first one, but not on the second one if we do it. So what do we do? Double dodge? No, then he's gonna run out of poise. There's no other way for him to gain poise. I don't think there is. I think we need to get lucky with these. No, we can't. We're guaranteed to get crits. Okay. Then I'm just going to foregone conclusion. And, I'll crit the first coin at least. It'll be good coin power and, like, good poise. That's fine. You're also gonna shoot. That's decent enough for me. I think that's okay.
유효타 좋아. 계속 집중하지.
Yeah, crit. And the gun doesn't crit. We still spend 3 unjust things, though. We spend 3 of his shiny doubloons. Maybe that's why I should just call them shiny doubloons. Oh yeah, fun fact. Technically, if we want to be a little silly, his little buff he has is a pseudo charge. If you really think about it, it only stacks up to 4, but you know he needs to spend it to like buff his skill to make it good. It's kind of like charge, not gonna lie.
지금은 두렵지 않아요.
He's just like a charge unit. Poise is just like charge after all. Smile. But no, the charge chokes are only so funny, and by that I mean they're really not funny. Yeah, shoot this guy for fun. Funsies. Funsies.
찢어진 돈까스. 별것도 아니네.
저희가 이길 것 같아요.
Okay. And now you die. Yeah, 8 turns. We still get the EX clear pretty easily. Unless we get some pretty bad 3-turn fights later on in this Canto. The 3 turns are mostly fine.
좋은 말 할 때 당신들 대장이 있는 방이 어디인지 말하는 게 좋을 거예요.
You better tell us where your boss is before the things turn ugly.
어울리지도 않는 놈이 그렇게 말해봐야.
Go drink some more milk before you start tossing around threats like that, laddie.
헛소리 아니에요.
Oh.
다음에도 말이 안 통하면 다음으로.
I'm serious. Talker, the next thing getting smashed is your
머리통이에요.
your skull.
알았어, 진정해.
Okay. Let's calm down.
부선장은 여기 없어. 대신 부선장님이 계시니까 그분이 알고 계시.
Captain ain't here. If it's hostages you're looking for, the first mate should know.
어디인데요?
Directions.
저쪽 복도 마지막 방.
The last room at the end of that corridor. Go. Oh,
그쪽 말고.
not that way. Get out of the club.
알았어.
I am sorry.
야, 너 뭔가 늘었는데?
Oi, kid. You're getting better at this, aren't you?
이런 걸로 칭찬 듣고 싶지 않아요.
I don't want to get complimented for doing something like this.
조금이라도 빨리 구해야 한다고 생각했어요.
I just think we have to get to the hostage as soon as possible. We do, that's true. Are we going to actually see the first mate in this next thing? Is it going to be, like, more fights, though? Might be. You did the most, of course. Gregor Gaming. Okay. First mate 2, it's a fight and story. And these look weird. They're very, like... The coloring on these, it reminds me a lot of, like, a bubble, you know? Like, the weird, like, very colorful yet not colorful, like, appearance of a bubble. Like, by the way, it's got all these blues and reds and greens, but, like, ever so faintly. That's cool. Still very confused by what's going on in the bottom too. These green like slash marks. I guess we'll see in time though. We can keep on going. We learned where the boss room was. All things Sinclair. She introduced herself as the first mate of the Twin Hook Pirates. Not Queequeg though, right? Surely not. I don't think so.
요란스럽기도 해라.
Yeah,
어느 선장이 보낸
I don't
거야?
think so.
아니면 내 목에 또 그새 현상금이라도 붙었나?
Oh, you've certainly made a mess out there. Tell me, who sent you? A rival captain? Or are you looking to collect my head for the bounty?
당신이 여기 보스야?
So you're the boss here.
내가 싼 걸
Okay.
보여줬다네.
I think I joked in the first part about the fact that it might just genuinely be Peter Pan. Yeah, it's Peter Pan. What is... Like, Smee, that's the name of, like, the first hand in Peter Pan for Captain Hook. So it is literally Captain Hook. Very funny. Is there a deeper connection I don't know of? Like, is this reference at all in Moby Dick or something? I don't know.
날 보고 싶어 했다며? 뭐 사인이라도 해줄까?
Heard you wanted to see me. What, want an autograph?
당신은 2인자라고 들었다.
We were last informed that you were the second in command.
보스를 원한다. 그는 어디 있지?
We seek your superior. Tell us of their whereabouts.
후크 그놈은 어디서 또 요정주나 마시고 있겠지.
Hook has to be drowning in bottles of fairy wine somewhere. 3 sheets to the wind.
그러니까 실질적으로 내가 이곳을 지배하고 있는 거라 봐도 무방해.
So I pretty much run this joint. De facto and all, you know.
그리고 이 항구에선 고작 향수 사업만 하기엔 돈이 좀 모자라잖아. 그래서 이것저것 부업들을 좀 해보고 있었지. 그걸 시킨 것도 나고.
And you gotta understand our predicament. The Rafia business has never been the most lucrative venture at this point, so we're just looking to branch out. A purely business decision devised by none other than yours truly.
너는 우리가 원했던 정보를 갖고 있겠고.
Understood. So you must have the information we
우리 너희
seek.
조직이 확보한 것으로 보이는 인질의 행방을 찾고 있다.
We are in search of a certain individual held hostage by this establishment. Hand over the information regarding his whereabouts.
인질이라니 말 너무 험악하게 한다.
Hostage? Oh, what a crude choice of words. We prefer to call him our guest. Guest?
자, 그럼 우리 교환하자.
Yep. Well then, how about a deal?
퀵해그에 대한 정보를 나한테 넘겨. 그럼 내가 너희 쪽 손님을 안전하게 내보내줄게.
Tell me everything you know about Queequeg, and I'll see to it that the guest you're looking for is safely returned.
심지어 꽤 거물이신 손님이던데. LC 뭐 팀장이라고 했으니까.
Besides, the guest of ours, he's a big shot, ain't he? LC something's team leader?
퀵해그에 친구가 있었댔지.
Oh, and one of you's a friend of Queequeg, right?
퀵해그에 대해 알고 있는 걸 전부 말해.
Tell me everything you know about Queequeg.
지금 어디서 뭘 하고
What she's up to,
있는지,
who she's
주위에
with, the
만나는
last thing she said to you.
제일
I want to hear all of it.
말이
Oh, that's
무엇인지
glad to hear.
전부.
I know a lot of people are going to be very happy that Queequeg is female.
누가 이 거래에서
I'm sure there's no
유리한
need to remind you who's got the upper hand here.
정말 말할 수
I wish I
있었다면
could tell you. I really do.
진심으로 좋았을 텐데요.
Okay, now we're just gonna have to fight him? Is it 3 waves? Yep, it's 3 waves. That's to be expected.
않게 싸우셨으면 좋겠어요.
So we need to build up sanity quickly. And poise is not going to be as much of a focus here because, we kind of want to kill these guys relatively fast. Poise is kind of the stat effect where you kind of want to build it up, so it definitely can take longer than it really should sometimes.
방금은 좋지 않았어. 그 유효타.
저 사람들
좋아, 계속 집중하시.
좀 지친 것 같아요. 이리로 와.
별것도 아니야.
It's not going to be too hard. We can always use egos. I haven't used a single ego so far in Canto 5. And that's pretty easy to change if need be. You need you need poise count again. Ah. This is comedy gold, but in like a very uncomedic way.
바람구멍을 내주지.
Okay. Okay. He runs out of poise now. That's the opposite of gaining poise count.
야호.
He didn't even die.
우리 편.
Kill this guy. Oh, we might accidentally gun him. No rampage kills. That's fine. Maybe we should have had someone who needs Sandy a little more deal with this guy, but that's fine.
나이스. 하나 챙겼다.
The second wave took 4 turns for the first wave. Not a good omen. If we get a little more gluttony, yeah, we need to build up a little more gluttony. Just making sure we can sun shower if need be. You know. No reason. Smile. Smiling emoji. God, we've got all the funny status effect, and we're not gonna get that much of a benefit out of it. Yeah, you really need the crit. The crit boosts like the base damage by a bunch. It's not a triple if you get both the crit and all 4 stacks. I've realized it's a quadruple. Because the actual bonus damage you get from the doubloons is, it doubles what you have after it factors in the fact it doubled it already from the crit. More than doubled it, really, because crits already do a little bit more than just normal damage. We did this. Probably we kill them all this turn. I think it might take 1 more turn, though. That's fine. I really don't need to worry about the turn count too much. I'll just go and clean up everything, like, before the final week. It's pretty easy to do. Especially if I just start running meta units instead of, doing what I'm doing right now, that being new units and, like, some weaker units, too, to try and see how well I can do with them. Although, that's saying Hukonglu is weak, and it is most certainly not weak.
완벽한 한 방.
Finally, we get a crit on the gunshot with the Ryoshu, but it kills, so it didn't even matter. Yeah, 1 more turn, we'll wrap things up.
저희가 이길 것 같아요.
These guys are all fairly low.
이리로 와.
Maybe if we're lucky, Gregor will get some of those skill 2s off. Don't know how likely that is, though. It seems like these guys are mostly dead.
그냥 가죠.
Yeah, I think Faust kills you with their skill 1. Yep. Oh no, 1 HP. Okay, so we get a little bit of poise count going. That's good. Our poise is actually really nice.
행구도. 아이,
Okay, there she is.
적사살. 좋아.
Still not any new combat music. Mimic Pirates, first mate Smee. Units poise, gain poise upon clash win. Yep. 2 sides of the coin. No, get away from me. Upon clash, lose, gain poise, and poise count. Ooh. Huzzah, man. On critical hit, gain +point boost next turn. Heal 15 SP on self, and all allies heal. Once per turn. Being captured in this counter causes all allies to lose 30 SP. So if we defeat her, does she get captured, quote-unquote? I assume that's what it means. Unless you've got some other gimmick. How many boys? There they are. Weakness spotted fire. You do have ammo. You've only got 3. You've got looting. What spends ammo? Is it this one? Why is this a 2-coin skill with an effects on the 3rd coin? What? Wait. It's only got 2... Okay, there's a little bug. It's only got 2 coins, but there's effects... The 3rd coin is the one that spends ammo. I feel like there's either supposed to be something that gives her another coin, or this skill probably should just have 3 coins normally. That's fine. You don't have the funny gimmick, so you're gonna be pathetic. We're also sun showering. It's gonna hit you a lot, that's the issue. Yeah. Still split 3 people, that's still decent. As good as you can really expect. So we've got 3 turns to finish you off, so no more holding back. Smile. Oh, we can gunshot you. Ooh, this gunshot's gonna be really good. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Okay, that's pretty cool then. What else are we gonna go for? Blunt? What do we have for blunt attacks? We don't need to do any more. He goes this turn. Next turn we can use a little more if need be. I'm kind of betting a lot on the fact that... Ooh, that's nice.
이 스며들 듯한
That Gregor's gonna do a lot of damage to me here.
산이 새지나 않나 모르겠어.
How funny, it's literally just Peter Pan. Wasn't expecting it, but like I can't get over it.
적확한 한압이었어.
Still can't believe Canto 5's out, by the way. It's hard to like imagine that. Oh, yeah, she instantly went down. God, that is a super good skill. And now they're all panicking because she's been captured. She's just kind of standing in place now because she's been captured. And we win. Really don't need to do much else here. These guys are all weakened significantly. Love getting a good skill 3 off. It's fun identity. We're really starting out the season strong. I feel like most identities that Project Moon adds are pretty fun in their own ways. Some more so than others, of course. But I love like a unique gimmick that really just works well. And that's what that is.
잠깐. 나는 건드리면 안 돼.
Yep, she's all bloodied up. God.
진짜
Wait,
후회하게 될
you better stay away. Lay a finger on me, you'll regret it.
줏대가 있어.
You have no idea who's looking out for me. What?
그것도 무려. 너무 겁먹지 마.
It's... Don't freak out now. A big brother from the middle. We're getting middle stuff. That's cool. Middle's got their grasp on Marlinport, it would seem. And a big brother. So is Middle's like a cult theme. Are they gonna be like family? Is it like, yes, a big brother? Oh yes, our father. That's kind of what Sweepers have going, but like if that's what they're going with for Middle, that could make sense. A BB. And Ryoshu is very familiar with the fingers, although I assume she's most familiar with the ring. She definitely has a lot to do with the fingers. And of course, Rodion knows the middle all too well, that being like the group that annihilated her hometown.
게다가 퀵해그라는 자. 넌 잘 모르나 본데. 상당한 현상금도
Miss
걸고
Fleekfeg,
있어.
the middle put a pretty hefty bounty on her pretty head, in case you didn't know.
중지의 탈퇴를 선언한 것도 모자라서 잠적을 타버렸다며? 멍청한 게 지나친 것도
She not only dared to quit the middle, but also decided to fall off the face of the earth. Now that's what you call prime stupidity.
중지는 결코
Given that the middle never forgets, yep. Middle's super grudge-oriented, which makes sense. You know, like middle finger. God.
할 말은 끝났죠.
Okay, are you finished?
잠깐. 진짜야?
Really?
죽인다고?
You're still going to kill me?
저희가 어질렀으니 싹 정리해야죠.
It's our mess. I'm not about to leave any loose threads behind.
중지라니까? 너 중지 몰라?
The middle we're talking about, the middle. Don't you know who they are?
잠깐. 알았어. 위치 알려줄게.
Wait, fine. I'll tell you where your friend is.
너희 친구가 잡혀있는 컨테이너. 아직 살아있는 사람이 들어있는 컨테이너에는 초록색 세모가 그려져 있어. 최근 잡혀온 거면 동쪽 구역일 거고.
The shipping container you're looking for. We keep our living hostages in shipping containers marked with a green triangle. And since he's a recent catch, you can go and find him on the east side, probably.
초록색 세모? 그게 한 개가 아닐 수도 있을 텐데요. 비슷한 색일 수도 있겠군요.
Green triangle, huh?
속이려면 뭔들
What if there's more than one of those? What if it's in a different shade of green? What if you're just lying to get out of a pinch?
알 수 있어. 알 수 있다고. 진짜 거짓말 아니야. 어?
You should be able to tell. You should be able to tell right away. I'm serious, please.
들었죠? 방금의 키워드 정도면 충분히 꺼낼 수 있겠네요.
There you have it.
다행이네요.
I'd say that's more than enough confirmation. Happy now, Sinclair? Sinclair was frowning, but Ishmael didn't seem to care. She stood there, rubbing the wrist of her weapon arm. It almost appeared as though she was measuring the amount of strength needed to turn Smee's head into pulp in one fell swoop. Wait, killing her could cause us a lot of trouble. We know where the hostage is, and I think that's good enough. Let's head back. This is going to come back to bite us, but killing her would also.
필요성은 안 느껴져서요, 관리자님.
I don't feel the need to convince you, manager. Kindly get out of my way.
그런 거에 시간 낭비하고 싶지 않아요.
I don't want to waste any more time on this.
맞아. 나 같은 거에 시간 낭비하는 것도 손해야.
You know what else is a waste of time? Killing me. How about we just go on our merry ways, huh?
아닐걸.
I disagree. Ishmael!
나꽤 재빠르거든.
That can be pretty fast. Ishmael's eyes were still lost and wandering. She swung back her harpoon arm ready to strike and... Before I even realized what I was doing, I was leaping in the way. Oh. Ooh, that's very scary. Dante can't be rewound. But, you know, a dramatic action is probably needed.
관리자님,
Executive Manager!
미쳤어요?
Dante, are you insane?
미친 게 누구냔 말이다. 명령 불복 정도 모자라.
Ooh.
관리자님까지.
You're the one who's insane. You dare lay your hands on our executive manager. Was insubordination not enough?
뭐, 잘 선택한 거야.
Smart choice.
만약 날 죽였으면 작은 형님이나 작은 누님까지
If you
나섰을걸?
killed me, a big brother or even a big sister would have gone after you. Yeah, I was wondering, like, because the thing is, Big Brother is from, it's from 1984, so I was trying to figure out whether or not Middle was referencing that or, like, a family. Chances are both, but it definitely seems to be leaning more into family. I don't think Big Sister was in 1984. Now, granted, I've read it in, like, 7th grade, so how would I know at this point? I recalled the time when the exact opposite happened. When Ishmael leapt in front of me, taking the malfunctioning machine's bullets in my place, and called my name as her body liquefied, as though she had faith that my name alone could make everything right again.
방금 저 새끼를 감싸준 거예요?
Did you just take a harpoon for that?
조금만 더 옆으로 갔으면 당신 머리가 터졌을 거라고요. 시계 대가리요. 알아요?
If I aimed a bit to the side, I would have hit you in your face! You stupid clock face, do you understand? Yeah, I do. Boy, you really did wet the heck out of that harpoon. This really hurts.
뭔 그딴 실없는 소리 좀 제발.
Can you please stop it with your stupid goddamn quits?
관리자님,
Executive Manager.
방금 저자의 행동은 그야말로 하극상의 절정이었습니다. 상관 살해의 직전.
Her words and actions just now are more than enough to constitute a full-on mutiny. She made an attempt on the life of her direct superior. I'm, like, convinced now, like, Otis's main goal is gonna be, like, she wants to slowly eliminate them one by one, like, Among Us style. Did I really just say Among Us style? I guess I did, Yeah, she's like an imposter. She's trying to sabotage all the crewmates in order to, like, get her way or
더
whatever.
이상
I don't know.
방문할 수 없습니다. 관리자님이 직접 처리할 수 없다면
I can no longer sit idly by and watch. You may not have a punitive authority.
지금 당장 윗선에 낱낱이 보고 후 향후 처리를 어떻게 할지 논의해야 합니다.
We must make a detailed report of these incidents and relay it to the higher-ups of the company to discuss our future actions. It's okay, Otis. I chose to get in her way.
괜찮지 않습니다.
This is not okay.
저자는 지속적으로 우리의 임무에 심각한 차질을 빚게 하고 있습니다.
That individual has consistently, repeatedly caused serious setbacks to our mission.
넘었단 말입니다.
And that executive manager is crossing the line. Otis, I said it's okay. I didn't take the harpoon for that woman. I took it for Ishmael. Huh?
이제 아예 성인 군자를 자처해 보기로 결심한 거예요?
Did you flip a switch and decide to become a humanitarian all of a
지금껏
sudden?
손에 피 한 방울 묻혀보지 않고
You never did dirty your hands with a drop of blood. Not even once.
오히려 우리에게 대신해서 묻히라 했던 당신이
You just sat back and ordered us to bloody ours in your stead.
이제 사람은 더 이상 죽이지 말자. 너희가 정신적으로 몰리지 않았으면 좋겠다. 그런 가슴 따스한 소리라도 하고 싶은 거예요?
And now you're telling us to, what, ease up on the murders? What are you even trying to say? That you don't want us to get traumatized anymore? Some touchy-feely stuff like that? Nope, it's just my intuition. That probably wasn't very convincing, was it?
당연하죠. 감은
No, of
경험과
course not.
기억에서 오는
Intuition
거
comes from
아닌가요?
experience, from memories.
시계 이전의 당신은 더 이상 당신 머릿속에 없는데
You remember jack all before the clock, Dante. How can I trust your intuition? That woman? I think she's in a pretty important position of power, at least in this district. Killing her before thinking things through could complicate things.
반대로 살려놓았을 경우 마찬가지 결과를 불러일으킬 수도 있다는 생각은요.
Did it not occur to that not killing her could also complicate things? I just think killing everyone in her way left and right like this won't help us in the future.
앞으로
In the future, Sorry, I don't have any better explanation for what I just did.
앞으로라는 게 얼마나 멀리까지를 말하고 있는지.
I don't know how far in the future you're talking about, but
적어도 제 앞과 관리자님의 앞은
I'm sure we have different things in store for us there, Dante.
단테,
Dante,
다시는 몸을 함부로 던지지 마시게.
do not ever put yourself at risk in such a manner again. Come on, that advice coming from one of you guys? Not very convincing.
그들은 열둘의 책임자이니 우리보다 12배 더 조심해야 하는 것이요.
Responsibility of 12 lies weighing upon your shoulder, Dante. Thus you must watch yourself 12-fold.
또한 그대의 죽음은 다시는 돌이킬 수 없기에 더욱이 그렇소.
Doubly so, in that, should you perish, we do not possess the means to bring you back.
그리고
And
되돌릴 수 없는 것은 견딜 수 없이 아픔으로.
ones that cannot be brought back, leave behind an unbearably painful void. Yeah, Yisang has been through a lot. Yisang was right. My shoulder was in an unbearable amount of pain.
시계대거리. 괜찮냐?
Oi, you alright, clockhead. Yeah, I'm good. The clock still works.
뭐? 아니 내 말은 이제 보니 너도 정신 나간 놈이었네. 아니면
What? That's not what I... Loony bugger. You're not all there either. Or maybe it just took you a while to lose it, eh?
우리만 문제일 줄 알았더니 너도 마탱이가 간 게 다를 게 없구만.
And here I thought we had at least one sane person on the bus. But you're no different. Heathcliff shook his head and walked away. Very interesting stuff, that's for sure.
싹 다 정리해 버렸네. 아, 이러면 돈이 덜.
We wiped the floor with them, we sure did, Gregsy.
이놈들 지갑 좀 볼까?
Okay, on to the shipping containers next. And by next, I sure do mean next episode. That's all for this time. We made a lot of good progress here. We got through pretty much the entire club this episode. It was a lot of fights, but some very interesting story stuff. Although I've got a feeling that there probably won't be too much left. There's still probably like an episode or two left, though. I don't know. How long should I assume each part is? Like 15, 20 chapters? I don't know. We'll see. But either way, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.